Hey everybody, this is DM Mike, and this is the next map for Hoard of the Dragon Queen in Chapter 8. This is what I've called the Wyvern Run. It's a working title. Right now it's Wyvern Run. Unfortunately, I do not have this in time-lapse because this is one of those maps that just kind of came to me in the moment. I was listening to some music and I thought, this is a good idea. I want to run with it. But usually, if you've seen my channel, I typically will sketch and then work out the ideas and then build them in Tabletop Simulator and capture it, hopefully, through time-lapse. But unfortunately, I don't have it this time because it was just so spur of the moment. Let me put up a quick image here, either behind me or in front of me. You can see it there. This is the only sketch I really did after I was kind of, inspired by it. I just needed to get something down. You can see the griffins kind of coming in, not the griffins, the wyverns coming in, and this is a kind of a mix of the players and cultists that are following them. But they're coming into the trench. You can just see a few of the ice spires there, and of course the castle in the distance. That's all I got. And unfortunately, I wish I would have recorded this, but we don't have any time lapse for this. So I'm going to run through this as commentary, just kind of go through live, or not live, recorded obviously, but just go through at the same time and show you bits and pieces of it. But the first part of this, well, before I say that, this is not in the book. You don't have to worry about this if you don't want to do this. There's only a small little section in Chapter 8 where it talks about if the castle leaves Parnas, the characters do have an option, a way to get to it, which is with the wyverns they can find in the stables. And it says they can fly there, right? There's nothing about a trench. There's nothing about all these things that I'm about to show you. So don't panic if you don't want to do this or you got to worry about this. Don't worry about it at all. But if you want to spice it up a little bit and have some fun with it, maybe this will inspire you to come up with your own scenarios and whatnot. This is just what I came up with, right? So anyway, this is the beginning of the map right here. It's a table. It's the table length. It's not any more than that. I've noticed if I stretch it out and go beyond the table, tokens start to act weird and models start to act weird. And I had to actually go back and adjust this one today to get it fixed. By the way, my players haven't even seen this map yet. So by the time I put this on YouTube, finally, I think, have gone through it. I'm kind of jumping the gun a little bit. Yeah, I kind of shrank it down to the table and had to do some adjustments. But the first part of this will be theater of the mind, and then the characters, right when they get their wyverns and they're coming through the mountainside, they have to make a decision: turn left, or turn right, because they have this huge kind of titanic mountain kind of coming at them. They can only go either way. Well, let's start with the left side, right? If they go left, as you can see here, there is a lot to deal with. I'm going to change cameras here and see if that. Yep, it's going to screw me up already. But you can see here, if they go left, they have to deal with a lot of stuff. Now you see a lot of smoke and mist here. That is actually clouds. I actually looked from the workshop. I couldn't find any clouds, so I had to use kind of fog and mist to kind of simulate atmosphere. But you can see here, these are huge, giant ice spires that I found just kind of by accident on the workshop. And you can see whoever goes left is going to have a little bit of a problem because they have to use skill checks. And let me see if I can use that camera. Okay, there we got some good. Use your skill checks to kind of get through all these obstacles, right? So this is what they have to kind of contend with if they go left. All right, we'll kind of back up here a little bit. So there they go. They got to get through all that. Now, if they were to go, here's the camera just acting like a jerk. But if I switch back, suddenly it'll be fine again. Oh no, it's totally screwing up. This is great because I want to spend all my day recording this over and over again. Oh my gosh, I'm below the map. That's okay. I'm not re-recording this, okay? All right, so here we are. They choose the right side, so they can go left and they can go right. So they go right. You can see not much here, right? They can kind of weave through these large stone, these large mountaintops, these peaks coming through. They can go through some of this cloud structure, and then they come out the other side. It doesn't matter what side they come out, though. They got to deal with this next obstacle, which is this huge porcupine-like spire section that is just absolutely everywhere. They're going to come to it. And you got to imagine, their scale is very, very tiny. They're not these huge giant wyverns. This is like huge mountainous types of spires they have to fly through. And so this is the obstacle, both left and right, and they can kind of go up, they can go down, they can kind of zoom through here if they wanted to, come back up. And try to get through the other side. And of course, there's large spires down here at the base as well. They will have to contend with. So you can see it's kind of it's huge. It's a bit of a mess, and it's going to require skill checks, handling checks for the animal, dodging things. And it's not like the wyvern's going to go slamming into one of these spires like horses do in half the AAA games. But it'll dodge, but it takes a little bit of damage. Maybe the players take a little bit of damage, things like that, right? So some things will happen. But as you can see here, I kind of put some little touches in, like the waterfall. There's let's get past this spire. Waterfall back in here. I tried to put some atmosphere into this with the clouds, and you can see here. Let's bring up this option. I'm going to go ahead and reset the lighting so we can see just a little bit better here. There we go. You can see here some stone structures on the left here that's built into the cliff. There's one here on the right. And again, that is just kind of this, let me face here, kind of environmental storytelling, which you can do in your maps. Does it mean anything? Are they going to stop here? No, it's just like some old dwarven structure that was in the trench. Now, the castle, this is how I envision things, right? When I put this together, is that the castle uses this trench, and this trench slowly goes up the mountainside, almost like a valley, right? It uses the trench and comes down and connects to Parnas and uses it to ascend back into the clouds, and it can do it without being seen. But right below the trench, now the castle's not going through this, right? It wouldn't make any sense. The castle's like right above it because they can't fly through all that stuff. It'd be crazy. So they can handle all the wind shear, different things that are happening way above in the atmosphere, but the players can't. This is one thing I'll be introducing in each round is wind shear. So if they try to pull up and maybe try to get past all these spires and go way too high, it'll be traumatic. The Wyvern won't be able to handle it, nor the players. It'll be too much. Also, down in this valley where they're actually flying through all this stuff, there will be also going to roll a 20-sided die, and I've broken it up into quarters. There's also smaller amounts of wind shear, so there'll be heavy winds, light winds, and medium winds, and those will give negatives to animal handling, also firing off crossbows. The person riding and driving the Wyvern can't really attack. They only have a lance. It's the only thing they can use. They can't turn around and use a heavy crossbow. They have to be controlling the Wyvern, but they are able at least to use a 15-foot lance that the Wyverns can use to attack one another, or the players on Wyverns to attack one another. And I don't know if I said this or not, but they're also being chased by 6 other cultists on Wyverns, right? So it's a chase through this trench. It's not just them going through the trench and trying to outmaneuver these things. They're being attacked and have to go through all these obstacles, right? So it's a mix. It's a lot of things that are going on. So anyway, they will have to contend with wind shears at the end of the round. I'll roll 20 and we'll see what happens. They may have nothing. The winds are fine, or the winds might be really, really strong. And the tokens, let's go here. I think it's on, oh, nope, it's on the other side here. Let's zoom over here, and you can see the tokens. Now, this is kind of a rough. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but the players will select what Wyvern they're on. So the Wyverns can hold 2 people. So player 1 and 2 will be on Wyvern 1. Pax and Thimbraeus will be on Wyvern 3. That's a weird name to keep saying over and over again. I'll say Dragon. And, 2 other people will be on Dragon 2. And the people that are chasing them are these guys right here. And I had to come up with these tokens. I don't know. It was tricky because the reality is the players can hit the Wyvern, the guy driving it, or the guy using the crossbow, right? So there's 3 targets per token that the players could actually, target. So I had to come up with something. So here's Wyvern 1 with Cultist 1 and 2. Here's Wyvern 2 with Cultist 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. You can see here I have Captain Ovaltine on 4. So the players can say, all right, I'm going to hit the Wyvern 4. So they could try to damage the mount. Or they can say, all right, I want to hit Cultist 7 with whatever, crossbow most likely. And we can roll for that. I'll have a damage sheet for all that. But it was a little tricky to come up with that. And of course, I have my bags here that have spiritual weapons, the heroes, and any other thing else that I might need. But here's one other little added bonus that I did. A token I added just today. As you can see here, statues here at the beginning of the route and the end of it. Again, this is flavor. We don't know what it is. It's just like maybe a dwarven god of some kind. Who knows? The characters most likely just fly right past it. Let's get rid of this. One token I added today, because I thought it'd be kind of cool, was the castle itself. So if we look up here, you can see the castle through the mist, and this token will be slowly moving. I won't interact with it too much, but here, you can see here, let's go on the other side because the lighting's a little weird. There we go. Let's zoom up. This is so funky. All right, there we go. There you can see. All right, here we go. So I took a castle image that I liked, and put it into Photoshop and pretty much cut it out. And then I applied some mist and fog to it. I put some more lights in the castle, and made the base of it really jagged. So it's almost like a mountainside I flipped upside down and blended into the base. So it looks like it came directly out of the rock. So this is something the characters will see all the way back here when they first start this attack run. I'll start with the Star Wars vocabulary. All right, so look, way back there, you can see the castle. And it's just a visual thing, right? They're not going to really interact with it. The castle will be completely moving, but eventually they will catch up to it and land on one of the towers. But I thought it was just a little nice touch. The background here is a snow background that was provided from the workshop there for Tabletop Simulator. You could find it easily if you want to use it. But this is it, guys. I just wanted to share this. This is the map. I wish I had a time lapse, but I do not. But this one was a cool one to make. I hope it works out. I hope it's not too daunting. It's not too crazy. My players aren't going to have a difficult time with it. I really have no clue how this is going to go. But I would encourage you, even though I kind of did a inspirational thing here, I would totally encourage you to take your time, sketch things out, plan the route, and then build. And that's typically what I do 99% of the time. Right? This is just kind of a rare thing. Hopefully, actually, I have another map coming up after this. I'll show you a little bit of Parnast. And then, who knows? There might be some more maps. Obviously, the Citadel, or the castle itself, if my players aren't dead, that's to come a little bit later. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Just a quick view of this next map in Tabletop Simulator. All this stuff you can find on the workshop, all these crystals and the mountains and the waterfall. Hopefully maybe this will inspire you for something for your Wyverns, the Wyvern run, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was good. It was fun to put together. And I really wish I would have captured it on video. Maybe next time, right? All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Ovaltine?